Look at me and tell me what you see. I look at you and tell you what I feel. Look at me and tell me what you see. I look at you and tell you what I feel.
Wow. What's up, everybody? Zipper John Kill 3D Gaming here, and I'm about 7, 8, I think, after my last play session, 10 hours into God of War Ragnarok. And I know a lot of people are indifferent to what is called the slow build story form of telling, but God of War 2018 was slow in areas that should have been fast, I give you that. But here, the slow areas in this game actually feel very, very worth it. I mean, you're getting the storytelling of important sections. Like, this is the first impressions video anyway, and this is the part I want to talk about. You play as Atreus. Now, you're going to hear me talk a lot more about this in the review, but so far, even though you still predominantly play more as Kratos and you play through that part of this, this game is a balancing act between him and his son. And you know what? It feels more appropriate that Atreus is playable here. He feels, even though his moveset is not extensive like his father's, Atreus here is very well equipped to handle the threats, and you can handle the threats. He has his own leveling system and his own unique abilities. I mean, I never thought Atreus would be that fun. I just thought maybe it would just be sections of him walking, talking, maybe sneaking. But I didn't expect to actually play as him and get good with using him. Hell, I thought, because I already know how to play as Kratos, I thought playing as Atreus wouldn't be that great. But I have a lot of fun playing as Atreus. And they give you the enemies that are appropriate for him to deal with. I mean, I don't want to spoil it, but there is a boss battle you go through that is one of the very first boss battles with Atreus. I mean, you fight mini bosses, but this real big boss battle, it felt like old 3D style. That reminded me of old school God of War a little bit, where you fight the giant. It's kind of like, when you fight the Colossus of Rhodes, except this one, I'm not going to say the name and I'm not going to say that, but you do fight a crazed giant. And that boss battle has its own intricacies. You also tag team with Angrboda. Like, she's another character that a lot of people were 50-50 on, but so far the way she's played, she's likable. She's what you expected her to be. She wasn't so cut and dry like you'd imagine. Her design is nice. Whoever voices her, kudos, you're doing a great job. Her and Atreus, because everyone knows Norse mythology, and if you don't, let me tell you a little bit about this. I think it's after Ragnarok, or during the process, I don't know. I'm not going based off this game's universe version of Ragnarok. I'm trying to give you guys an idea of the actual Norse Ragnarok. But Angrboda is the wife of Loki, and they spawn the snake Jormungandr, Fenrir, and there's some other creature. Oh, Hel, the Dark Princess Hela, or Hel, I believe, in this game. Or not just in this game, but in the actual Norse mythology. I think she's the daughter of Loki. I need to be certain. I'm not trying to say anything, because I'm not trying to spoil the game, even though she might be later. I'm trying to see in this game, is Hel in this game, the princess of the realm of Hel. But yeah, that just gets an idea. Loki is the father of these giants, the snake, the wolf, things like that. But what I like in this game with Atreus is he is a shapeshifter. That was what caught me off guard. And my impression when I first transformed, if you see my first stream, you kind of see an idea of what I'm going to talk about, especially at the beginning of the game with Atreus. But I like that his animals, not only is a transformation, your bow attacks. Because if you remember in the 2018 game, Atreus did a lot of summoning animals like eagles, I think a warthog, stags to come and attack with different elements. Here, I like that you can ride one to attack enemies. There's one where you use it against boss battles with Angrboda because she shoots out like a little crow or a falcon type thing. And that is a useful ability, especially with these mini bosses, because Atreus' combat sections, I want to say, are based more around speed and defense. He's very like he's a defense kind of attack type of thing in your early time of using him, because when you power him up, in these sections will become a breeze. So far with Atreus, I've only played 3 sections, but I take it there is a lot more sections. So, because they wouldn't just give me the kind of skill tree you think he would have. You think he would have a just quick rush type of skill tree like he did in the first game, but no. Here, he has a at least a medium extensive skill system, and his abilities are felt. I mean, Atreus was someone I think eventually is going to take over the series. Or not take over the series, but I could see an adult Kratos. I about to say Kratos, and I said Atreus at the same time. But in this game, they call him Loki a lot, but I'm trying to call him by what I first know him as, which is Atreus. But Atreus, I see giving him a game where he's older. Do a standalone game in a good way, kind of like how they did the Spider-Man Miles Morales as a minor extension to the Spider-Man game for the PlayStation, PC, and PS5. And Steam Deck. But Spider-Man should be the example if you want to do a God of War spin-off and have it be about Atreus. By that time, he'll be much older. He can have his own unique God abilities, because that's what people wanted to know. He has unique God abilities. And I know how they showed the Spartan Rage for him in the 2018 game, but I think his Spartan Rage is mixed with his animal transformations, because it's like if Kratos was an animal, which I mean, just figuratively, Kratos was an animal. But like if Kratos was able to transform into an animal, what would he transform into? Atreus, different emotions trigger him to transform into a different animal. And I'm trying to remember correctly if that's a trait. I know Loki can shapeshift in Norse mythology, but in this one, I guess instead of shapeshifting into people, he shapeshifts into animals. So I really don't have much more to say about this because I don't want to spoil the game. I'm hoping to have a review of it. I'm not going to say when. I don't know when. But there will be a lot to talk about, because if anybody remembers how many times that I've always talked about God of War and God of War 2018 and then Ragnarok, making predictions with Keo and some other friends of mine. You know, a lot of the stuff that I thought about is coming to pass, but in weird ways. They're not the ways I thought, but they're still the ideas. And I've streamed God of War 2018 numerous times, from beginning to end, New Game Plus, free roaming to do all the missions, things of that sort. This one, I hope I can do more of that in the end game, because so far this seems to be a really long game, at least for me. I'm at least taking out 3 hours each day to put in time to stream it. And, not stream it, what am I saying? Dude, my head is not even on straight right now. I want to review it properly. Gameplay, story, character moments, you know, this version of Ragnarok, how it all connects to the 2018 game and how it connects to the rest of the series. Because where I'm currently at in the game, I'm about 10 hours in, now hitting the 11 mark. I am seeing references to all the other God of War games, which is just solidifies how connected the worlds are in God of War. But that's enough for today. I guys hope you liked the video. I hope you like what you see with Ragnarok. If you're a God of War fan, let me know in the comments below. If you guys are wondering, you're probably seeing this before a channel update that I have posted. So when I do that channel update, you guys are going to get ideas of what's going to be going on. You know, I've made some community tab posts, so hopefully you guys just wait for that. I should have it out, I think, by this weekend, or by the, I don't know. I gotta have a string of videos lined up to at least have content playing while I'm taking a break on the side. I'll still manage Premiere streams just to look, but if I'm not answering back, that means, you know, I'm not actually live. It's just premiering and Twitch crossovers. So I'll see you on the next video, guys, or whenever I come back. Later.